Dear Quantic team, my name is Ibrahim Irfan, and I'm here to present the case study, the results of Away Travels a Troubling Case. As part of the process, this is my ID card. This is my Pakistani citizenship card for your authentication purposes. Okay. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, as we discuss, of course, the misalignment between Away Travel's corporate philosophy and organizational culture, as seen in the case study, Away Travels a Troubling Case. We will examine, of course, the contributing circumstances that resulted in this misalignment and assess the possible efficacy of Jen Rubio's suggested HR policies and leadership approach for realigning his business. So, starting off, of course, is the factors contributing to the misalignment. There are actually various important variables that I feel contributed to the misalignment between Away's corporate philosophy and organizational culture. First, the company faced the problem of sustaining its original startup ethos, which was actually characterized by a strong emphasis on customer centricity, innovative design, and a feeling of community. This challenge, of course, arose as the company underwent fast development. They weren't as agile to cater to it. However, the need to grow and become profitable caused priorities to change, jeopardizing the same principles actually that formerly characterized Away Travels. Second, of course, is the influx of outside funding and investor influence may have actually affected the decision-making process and moved the emphasis to immediate rewards. The initial mission and vision of the company were likely put at odds with this change in priorities, leading to a disconnect between the leadership and the rest of the organization. And of course, lastly, the case study suggests that the executive team of the organization lacks open communication and transparency. It is possible that the lack of coordination at the leadership level trickled down to lower levels, hurting worker satisfaction and engagement and ultimately weakening its organizational culture. Of course, when we talk about the HR policies and leadership style that should have been adopted by Away Travels to counter the effects from the report regarding its toxic culture, I feel that the implementation of these new HR policies, such as gender-neutral parental leave, wellness days off, and a paid time off program for religious holidays reflects Jen Rubio's attempts to realign the company's culture. These regulations represent a step towards providing workers with a more encouraging and healthy work environment. Rubio's emphasis, of course, on open communication and frequent check-ins with staff members also presented a great move in promoting openness and feedback within the company itself. Through the development of trust and teamwork, this strategy may help employees embrace the mission and guiding principles of the business itself. However, it's important to note that Jen Rubio's introduction of new HR policies, such as the no remote work policy and unlimited PTO, aim to address some of the challenges the company faced and potentially realigning its culture. While these policies may have its merits, of course, it is essential to consider their impacts on employee motivation, work-life balance, and overall productivity. The no remote work policy may enhance collaboration and foster a stronger sense of teamwork. However, it might advertently limit Away's ability to attract and retain top talent, especially in an increasingly competitive job market where remote work flexibility is highly valued. Striking a balance between in-office collaboration and remote work opportunities is crucial in adapting to change in workforce and preferences. Similarly, the unlimited PTO policy can empower employees and foster trust, but it must be implemented in a way that prevents burnout and ensuring that employees genuinely take time off when needed. Otherwise, it may become a mere symbolic gesture without tangible benefits. Regarding the leadership style, Jen Rubio's emphasis on becoming more actively involved in day-to-day tasks and the organization as a whole is a positive development. Engaged leadership can have a good effect on leadership culture, organization culture, and inspire workers, of course. To truly realign the business philosophy and organization culture, nevertheless, it must be accompanied by open communication, employee empowerment, and reinforcement of the key principles. Now, discussing a little bit about the move forward from here. So, just talking about how Away Travels plan to embed better culture and, of course, promote organization culture. Away Travels corporate culture, philosophy, and organization culture needs to be realigned. And while Rubio's efforts and policies make a positive impact and change, it is important to understand that this process is difficult and continual. All levels of management and staff must put up consistent efforts to dedication to transform the culture and, of course, improve productivity. A culture of respect, trust, and inclusivity must be prioritized by Way Travels in order to achieve realignment. This definitely entails encouraging open channels of communication, giving staff the freedom to submit ideas, and eliminating behaviors or any power dynamics that prevent sincere or empowering discussions. The business must also make sure that its leadership style and HR rules are consistently applied and in line with the organization's values. Leaders must set an example for others to follow and exhibit the desired behaviors they want to encourage. Transparency, of course, is also key. Transparency and open communication should be fostered, allowing employees to voice concerns and contribute ideas freely. Leaders should actively listen to feedback, address concerns, and adapt policies accordingly to create a culture of trust and respect. Furthermore, a balanced approach to HR policies is necessary. While certain policies may promote cohesion and unity, a flexible approach to remote work and PTO can enhance employee satisfaction and attract diverse talent. So this is part of the Away Travel study that I've been doing, and of course, recommending on how the organizational culture can be improved. These are the references that I have designed. These are the closing statements, and of course, the references that I have used for my presentation. Thank you so much for joining.